Sit back and throw one back with your pinky in the air and a middle finger to the world, and join me, the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, as I look back on this day in pro wrestling history. But before we do, put that drink down, like, share, and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get our wrestling nerd on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is April 2nd, and we're going to start off as we always do on a positive note. That's right, these are your pro wrestling birthdays. 1973, 0-1 competitor, King Adamo. 1973, American Gigolo. 1982, Jack Evans. And last but not least, 1990, Madman Fulton. Of course, on the flip side of that coin, your pro wrestling deaths for April 2nd. 2010, Chris Kanyon. Alright, enough of the sad stuff. It's time to get to the meat and potatoes. That's right, these are your pro wrestling history highlights for April 2nd. It's a short trip in the Wayback Machine today, but let's start in 1989. WCW held their Clash of the Champions 6 event in New Orleans Superdome in Louisiana and broadcast on TBS as competition to WrestleMania 5. Of course, in the main event, NWA World Champion Ricky the Dragon Steamboat defeated Ric Flair in a 2 out of 3 falls match that lasted over 55 minutes. Ric Flair won the first fall with a small package. Ricky Steamboat won the second fall by forcing Flair to submit to a double chicken wing. And Steamboat won the third and final fall with a bridge out of a double chicken wing. But Flair's foot was under the ropes, setting up the Wrestle War 89 rematch between the two. Staying in 89 but going to the competition, the WWF broadcast WrestleMania 5 on pay-per-view in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Of course, the main event of WrestleMania 5, the Mega Powers explode as Hulk Hogan defeats Randy Savage to win the WWF title after the leg drop. Going into the 90s in 1993, Tracy Smothers defeats Dirty White Boy for the Smoky Mountain Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And last but not least, 1995, WrestleMania 11 takes place at the Civic Center in Hartford, Connecticut. In the main event, Lawrence Taylor defeats Bam Bam Bigelow with a forearm off the second rope. Taylor was accompanied for the match by several former NFL stars, including Ken Norton Jr., Chris Spielman, Ricky Johnson, Carl Banks, and future WCW main eventers Reggie White and Steve Mongo McMichael. Bigelow was accompanied by Ted DiBiase, Tatanka, King Kong Bundy, Nikolai Volkov, and Kama. Those were your short but sweet pre-2000 history highlights for April 2nd. I'm the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, and we'll see you tomorrow.